Okay, welcome to the next Blender tutorial. So today we're making a desktop background. I'm going to go ahead and delete the default cube right here and then change the render engine to cycles. We're going to go ahead and add in a UV sphere, right click shade smooth right here. And we're going to make this almost like a kind of pastel kind of colour. So we're going to go with material right here, new. We'll go with a nice let's go with orange and blue for this one. So you want take the metallic down and then put the roughness up when my computer allows me to do it. So you kind of want that nice little roughness up, not too shiny but not too bland as well. Alright, so once we've got something like this, you can go ahead and press Shift D. Move this across. We're going to go ahead and duplicate this material right here. So to begin with, we'll call this material I think we were going with orange, weren't we? So I'll just call this OR for this one. So it's kind of like an orange. We're going to go ahead and duplicate this material. So it's where we see the little world symbol right here. You have an X and then you have what looks like two pieces of paper. Let's go and add a new material. We should have 001 on the end of it to confirm that this is now a new material. We're going to name this as blue, so I'll call this BL. And we'll go ahead and change this to a nice little pastel blue. So as well, when you copy the materials like this, they will keep the same parameters with the roughness, the metallic, the alpha, the IOR, XYZ. So once we've got something like this, what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and shrink some of these down and then make bigger ones and place them in random places. So you can keep them the same size if you want to, totally up to you. So if you want to go ahead and change those, we can go with Shift D, press S for scale. And we'll go ahead with this one. Shift D, press S for scale. Sounds like my dog's messing around somewhere. I'll find out what he's doing in a minute. Right, I'm going to go ahead with alpha rotate. Let's go with 90 degrees for this one. And then we'll do another alpha rotate. Smooth these up a little bit. Alpha rotate on this side and we'll do like 80 or something like that degrees. So it's just randomized. Take these two and we'll just separate these and then we'll go with Shift D. You can go ahead and move it to the side, rotate. We'll go 70 degrees, say. Take these, Shift D again. And then we'll go alpha rotate and then 30 or something like that. So just take it off the axes. You can go ahead and move these up, randomize them. You can go ahead and move them individually, totally up to you. And then what I'm going to do is let's take the lighting out of here. Let's move the camera over to the side and I'm going to take all of these that we've just made. Let's go Shift D, alpha rotate, and we'll rotate, excuse me, 180. Just to about here, somewhere like that. Make sure that they're not touching. So when you render this, you should have these little kind of spheres all in the middle. Alright, so when we take this, select everything, Shift D, move these across, move these up, move these down, rotate them, you know, do whatever you're doing with them. And then we're going to go ahead and position the camera. So once we've got something like this, you're going to want kind of a dense population on one side. Just to make this, so we'll go about here. So view, align camera to view. You can go ahead and zoom this in wherever you'd like, essentially. I've just seen a row of balls that kind of need to be moved, so I'm going to go ahead and put this here. This row of balls right here, we can go ahead and move these down, move these up, move these across. XYZ, totally up to you, it's your world. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and I'll take one of these from in here, place this to the side. I just want to get some depth of field in here, so having little spheres around the outside would be great. My dog's definitely chewing something. I'm going to go investigate in a minute. Let's get this done real quick. Alright, so once you've got something like this, we've got the scene. I'm going to go ahead and split the atom so we can get some more balls in the back there. So, camera's facing that way. Let's take all these. Let's go with Shift D, move these back. Let's kind of get that depth of field in there thereafter. So let's go with Shift D, move these to the side, make sure nothing's really interacting. G, bring this forward. Shift D. Quarter baby pineapples. Oh, pineapples. What are you doing? Oh, he's not got anything on him, so. Hey. Oh gosh, hi. You coming in? You guys see him there? Yes, yes. Amazing. Have you been chewing something? I can hear you doing something downstairs. We're gonna get down. Yeah? I just need to do this last little bit, buddy. Okay? There we go. Good boy. Alright, so once we've got something like this, let's go ahead and add in some lights. Let's get, yeah, I mean, you could do a sun with this if you wanted to, totally up to you. We could do alpha rotate. Move this across and then alpha rotate again and just kind of give it that nice little shadow coming across. I hear you, buddy. Just give me a minute. Alright, okie dokie. So I'm going to go ahead and add in a plane just at the back right here. We'll go S for scale, bring this up and just place it underneath the parts we need it to be on. We kind of get these nice little funky shadows as well, which is really cool. Let's move this down. S for scale, bring this across. Now if you wanted the effects that there was more off camera, you could go ahead and duplicate some of these and move them to the side. So, let's take a bunch of these just at the side of the camera right here. And then I'm going to go ahead with Shift D. And then move this to the side. He's got a sock. Wonderful. Alright, so now we can see that there's many different balls and stuff. You'll notice that the background doesn't really go through that much. Let me get my words out today. Click the camera, go to the data section. And what I'm going to do is, let's go to clip end, clip start. And we'll move that just across. So just extend the clip end. I'm going to take the surface right here, we'll press G, we'll move this back. S for scale, just to mosey the sun out a little bit more, so we've got that nice little background going on. And then we'll do some depth of field. So, with depth of field, click the camera. When it decides to load. Come on. Camera. Oh, there we go, okay. Right, okay, so when we do depth of field, if you guys haven't watched any depth of field videos yet, it basically blurs the background and the foreground. So if we go to depth of field right here, use this dropper to select something, so I'm going to select this blue one. If you heighten the f-stop, everything will be in focus, and if you lower the f-stop, everything's going to blur as such. So, depending on what you'd like and what your preference is, I'm going to go with maybe 0.4. It looks kind of cool with 0.4. You can go ahead and place that in. Alternatively as well, if there's not a lot of things that are basically in focus on your piece, you can go ahead and duplicate some of these out. So, Shift D and move these forward. And rotate just generally around into a nice little position that you like. So when you render this as well, you can go ahead and make this a mirror in the back for the plane, sorry. So you can go with new, you can go with metallic, turn this down, make it kind of like a mirror kind of theme going on. Totally up to you what you want to do. So that's generally how it is. I would say, personally, find that sun and just up the exposure a little bit. Something of a kin. Just about there. You don't want it too blown out, but you want that nice little contrast as well. And I may take the background and make that a black. So let's go with the plane at the back. Tone this down. There we go. So now we've got all these nice little balls right there. You can go ahead and extend this just to extend the reflection right there if you want to. Totally up to you. But yeah, that's surreal for today, and I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you enjoyed seeing my dog. And he's got a sock. Right, okay, I'm gonna go get the sock off my dog. Please like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys.